Morning. My name is Kate Marand. I'm a program manager here at the Department of Small and Local Business Development in Washington, D.C. Today, we are continuing our Aspire and Dream elective series for 2024 with small business owners who are sharing information with other small business owners, all sorts of different topics that are helpful as folks look to grow and build their small businesses here in the district. I'm very excited today to introduce Trezell Ragas from Ragas Consulting. And Trezell, I'm going to turn things right over to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kate, and everyone over at DSLBD for having me. Good morning to everyone who decided to join us on this beautiful Thursday. I really do appreciate your time and your being here. So just to get started, as Kate mentioned, I'm Trezell Ragas. I am the proud owner of Ragas Consulting, where we specialize in stress-free project and program management, leveraging our connections for your success. So our mission is just to tell you a little bit about Ragas Consulting, our mission is to manage projects and programs that provide employment and entrepreneurial trainings to aid in the reduction of unemployment and underemployment and to promote economic stability for all. And our vision is to help build communities in which economic opportunities are in abundance and residents are able to work toward generational wealth for themselves and their families. Now, from my understanding, everyone on this call is a small business. And so as small businesses, there are challenges that all of us face. Today, I'm going to say three major challenges that Ragas Consulting has faced. And I know I see some folks from Dream Pitch. I know there's some folks from Aspire as well. You guys may have had similar challenges. So one being, hey, I have this great business idea. However, I don't really know how to turn my ideas into a profit, right? So I don't know how to make money from this idea. Two is a lack of strategic planning. So it's like, I had this great idea, and then, you know what, I'm just gonna get my business license and start it, but I didn't really map it out to know where I am and where I'm going. And this gets to I have a 3-year plan and a 5 and a 10-year plan, so that's a part of that process. And then not knowing what resources are available to us or how to effectively use them, which gets me to what we're going to talk about today, which is artificial intelligence, what most of us know as AI. So we have great resources like, DSLBD, where we can actually interact with people in person, and they can help us with our business and with planning. But there are also tools like, AI, who can kind of aid as an executive assistant is kind of what I use ChatGPT for, and we'll get into that a little later in the presentation. So I'm just going to go over some webinar logistics. We have a great group here, an intimate group, which means that allows us to kind of have free range on how frequently we talk and connect with each other. And so we will run through each AI tool individually. In the next slide, I believe it is, you'll see we're going to go through 5 tools. So at the end of each section, if you have a question pertaining to that section, please feel free to ask it. So for example, we're going to go over ChatGPT. Once we're done going over ChatGPT, if you have a question about it, feel free to just kind of hop in, raise your hand, or just hop in. Kate has so graciously agreed to watch the chat and manage the chat for me, so I really do appreciate that. And then at the end of the presentation, if you have broad questions about any of the 5 AI tools that we discussed, feel free to ask at that time. I am going to give a little disclaimer because we are talking about artificial intelligence and it's still really new, and there are a lot of things, that I just want to put on the table to recommend you do on your own time when using AI. So the information provided in this presentation, it's only intended to offer insights and guidance on the use of AI as a tool. While AI is a powerful asset for enhancing productivity and decision making, it is crucial to remember that it is only one component of a much larger process, guys. Please do not take what ChatGPT gives you and just run with it without checking the facts, okay? Now, as users and operators of AI technology, we are responsible for conducting our own thorough research and implementing checks and balances before disseminating any of this information or making decisions based on AI outputs. The creators, which is me, and the presenter, which is me, I am not assuming responsibility for any inaccuracies or unintended consequences that may arise from your use of AI on your personal time. Always verify and cross-check AI-generated information with reliable sources and professional judgment to ensure accuracy and appropriateness for your specific needs. Okay, so now that we got all the all the legalities out of the way, today's session is about leveraging 5 different AI tools. Of course, I call it the Holy Grail, ChatGPT. I'm sure if you have not used ChatGPT, please do put it in the chat box, but I'm pretty sure everyone has at least heard of it if they haven't used it. Some other AI tools we're going to go over that are not as well known, but are making a name for themselves in the space are Ideogram, Midjourney, Suno, and Gamma. So we're going to go over all 5 today if time permits. So understanding ChatGPT, I say it as your executive assistant, right? So what is ChatGPT? It's an advanced language model, and it uses machine learning to understand and generate human-like text based on it's based on input prompts. So here's the deal. It says human-like text. However, I find that if you're using ChatGPT, I don't know if I just have an eye for it, but I can tell you're using ChatGPT. And this is also the case with several of my friends. So while you're hoping to get a response, honestly, it's really not all that human-like yet. Right? Like it can't capture the emotions of like you when you're typing. But with that being said, some things that can help make it more human-like is if you say something like, put it in Michelle Obama's tone, or can you write this email response in Oprah Winfrey's tone, and then it'll try to capture kind of more of their personality type, if you will. So how do I use ChatGPT for my business, and how am I recommending you use it? For customer service support, like for example, on your website, a lot of people have a how can I help you like chatbot that comes up. ChatGPT is great for like general inquiries and leading people, kind of to the right way. For content creation, it's really good at creating captions for social media posts, data analysis. If you want to put in a report, it can summarize it for you. I upload PDFs all the time in ChatGPT and has it summarize it for me. And then I'll go through and skim. Again, I'm still doing the due diligence. I'm going in after it tells me what it captured. I go in and I skim read on my own as well, just to get a better understanding. And then also for ideas, ChatGPT is great for brainstorming sessions. Actually, I used it when I was creating Ragas Consulting back in 2023, just to kind of ask questions like, hey, what are consultants who are doing this? Like, what kind of tools are they using? Or like, to find what the competition is up to. But you can use it for all sorts of things. So this is kind of an interactive session because I'm actually going to now take you to ChatGPT, and we're gonna use a prompt. Let me see if I can share. Here we go. Okay. All right. And I'm hoping, can you guys see both? So you can see the ChatGPT screen as well as the 10 prompts to 100K. If I click back and forth, perfect. Thank you, Lloyd. And let me just, before getting into it, I'm gonna just go back to the chat real quick. Okay. A good way to use the chat too is if you have a question you don't want to forget, you can drop it in too, and we can come back to it at question time. Yes. Okay, Tanya, you never heard of any of it? Okay, and that's totally fine. Please do take notes, but Kate shared with me earlier that this would be shared with you guys, so you'll be able to go back and reference to it. You've heard of ChatGPT, but never used it. Cool, let's get down to it. All right, you all are about to be blown away. Yes, Lloyd, I'm in agreement. Okay, so Now that we got through that, let's get started. So today we're going to say we're starting a business with $100. All right. So here's the first prompt. I am asking ChatGPT to act as a business consultant. So I'm going to copy and paste this. Okay. So act as a business consultant who graduated from an HBCU. Hey, you were in honors with magna cum laude. You started a Black-owned business for $100, and we're trying to scale it to $100,000 in 5 years. ChatGPT, I just need you to type okay, and I'm gonna put some other information in there later. So here we go, we're inputting that in. I'm also gonna share a one-pager with these prompts so you can use it on your own. Now you see, I told ChatGPT to just type okay, it typed okay. So the second step, what we're gonna do is some market research on our competitors. So use data about African Americans' buying behaviors and patterns to propose 5 very specific physical products that I can make for just $100. I want products only. We're not going to do a service-based business today. Here's a couple examples. Now, mind you, I had to do research on my own. Here are some examples from Nielsen Consumer Index Report, and there are several index reports, so you can pull information from whichever one you choose. This is my preference. But then you see here, African Americans, we outspend when it comes to soap, body oils, body scrubs, other bath needs, razors, shaving cream, deodorant, toothpaste, man wipes, lip gloss, wigs, right? Like fish fry. I'm from the South, baby. We're going to fry some fish. Candy, potato chips. So anything you can think of, like, I need to know what my people are spending the most money on. So I'm going to copy this. Now, if you look down, you're going to see I'm telling it, hey, I need just a few examples. And in these examples, I need you to include the products you can make it with at home for less than $100. And then I tell it I need the specific idea in column 2. I need bullet points that list the supplies and the ingredients in column 3. I need the total cost to start. So cool. We're going to drop that in. Now watch ChatGPT get to work, y'all. It's quite fascinating. Just like that, what would take me hours to do on my own, ChatGPT has done this in little to no time. So as it's generating, we're gonna look and we're just gonna pick one. Now I've already told y'all I'm from the South, so I'm looking at some of these seasonings already. I see grits and seasoning kits. I'm originally from Louisiana, so we might have to use grits and seasoning kit. Okay. So prompt 3, business idea generator. I'm telling ChatGPT now to use the following information I gave you to list 10 products that relate to the business idea that I'm choosing. You can see here that I have business idea highlighted in yellow because I'm going to take that out and I'm choosing to do, let's say we're going to do the grits and seasoning kit. So guys, this is now, if you said business idea, you guessed it right, okay? So from ChatGPT, you see they gave us the ideas. I am now taking one of the ideas and I'm dropping it here. And now we're gonna put this in ChatGPT. Okay. So it says here, use the following information I gave you to list 10 products that relate to grits and seasoning kits that I can make at home for $100 within the next 30 days. Remember, I'm just reminding ChatGPT of what I told her she is from the get-go. You graduated from an HBCU, girl, magna cum laude, okay? You started this business, you only got $100, but let's scale it. I need these ideas to be legal. I need these ideas to be based on the data provided about the African American marketplace. And here is how this is what I want the table to include. Then I break it down. Now, again, guys, remember, this is a business plan from the very start, okay? It's really this simple, but again, don't forget you have to check. Okay. So ChatGPT said, here's a table with 10 product ideas related to grits and seasoning kits that you can make at home for under $100 within the next 30 days, based on the data about the African American marketplace. All right, y'all. So here we go. We got flavor grits kits. We got Cajun fish fry kits. We got Southern spices mix, herb infused cooking oils, like all these options, hot sauces, jambalaya, like everything you can imagine for this particular marketplace. They've included it for us here, and they told us this is what it's going to cost you to make it. So, I'm looking here and I'm like, okay, prices range from 75 to 95. I'm going to say 80. We want to spend about 80. So I'm going to choose Southern Spices Mix. Notice how I'm copying the product idea's name, because in our next prompt, see, it wants the product idea. So all I'm doing is I copied it straight from ChatGPT. So unfair and unbothered. I want ChatGPT to list my competitors who are also producing Southern Spices Mix. Now listen, guys, knowing your competitors, it's just really important to know what's going on in the market, your target demographic. These folks are already doing it. They put in the work and they're already getting the customers that you want to take. So you need to know who they are. So I'm going to copy this. It says list competitors who are also producing Southern Spices mixes according to the following format. I tell it, for column 1, we're putting the competitors. For column 2, we're putting the product types. For column 3, we're putting the ingredients. Column 4, the target demographic. Column 5, one way we can improve. This is how we stand out from our competitor. Remember, we don't want to be our competitor. We want to do it better than them, and we want to offer something different than them. So we're telling ChatGPT, let me know how I can improve on their products, okay? So let's drop it in and see what ChatGPT comes up with. McCormick. Look, I know everybody has heard of McCormick. That's your, regular, been in the market forever. They're probably dominating the market. Slap your mama, right? So ChatGPT is letting me know the competitors. Now, keep in mind here, I do want to point this out. Notice that ChatGPT is giving us the big competitors, right? I personally prefer to focus on it this way because I want to look at who I am aspiring to be. But just know it's totally fine to prompt ChatGPT to find local competitors as well. But I do think starting on a national level is good, but you can always scale down. All right, so here's a table listing competitors who produce Southern Spice mixes along with the relevant information. Okay, so let's just look over here on the ways to improve. One way we can improve is to introduce an organic and non-GMO version to appeal to the health-conscious consumers, right? We can introduce spice blends with reduced salt content. We can expand to organic and preservative-free options. All right, so now that we're here, we have to prompt ChatGPT for our innovative product. So we're asking ChatGPT to introduce 3 recommendations for a new product featuring this unfair competitive advantage. Okay, so we're going to take one of the recommendations from this column over here, our one way to improve our competitor's product. All right, so let's say we want to do organic and non-GMO. I'm going to remove this, enter that in, and I want it to appeal. This is our competitor's target demographic, and we're going to say the same thing. Like, let's just say African American and Southern cuisine lovers. Oh, I'm sorry. We did this one. So we're going to say general consumers who enjoy Southern cuisine, which is going to include everyone. So let's do that. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to copy this now and enter it in to ChatGPT. Here we go. Okay, now keep in mind, ChatGPT is now giving us product names, something we can actually name our product. Recommendations, our competitors, their ingredients, and our recommended ingredients, okay? I like that one. Bayou Bliss Organic Cajun Mix. Okay. So making your MVP. An MVP is a minimal viable product. Okay? This is a product or feature that's released to validate our customer needs before developing a more fully featured product. So we're just testing the needs, okay? When we go to prompt number 6. So it says, outline the steps it will take to create the first 5 prototypes, guys. We're already, in one day, in less than an hour, we're already making prototypes. Crazy. So outline the steps it will take to create the first 5 prototypes for product idea. And I'm sorry, I'm going to go back and I'm actually going to remember. So we need the product idea. No, where am I at? I done got lost, y'all. Let me go back up. Okay, here we go. Here we go. And actually, I'm sorry. I'm going to take Bayou Bliss because I can put, ChatGPT is really smart and can just follow the name. I'm choosing to go with Bayou Bliss Organic Cajun Mix. So we're just going to copy that in and ChatGPT is going to do the work. We're saying we're going to make a Bayou Bliss Organic Cajun Mix. They gave me 3 product names. This is the one that I'm choosing. So let's enter that in. All right, here we go. Steps to create the first 5 prototypes of Bayou Bliss Organic Cajun Mix for less than $100. ChatGPT is now telling us, here are the materials you need. It's gonna cost you $71. You're gonna have to set up your workspace. You're gonna have to measure the ingredients for the blend, mix the ingredients. You're gonna fill the jars. You gotta label your jars. You gotta repeat for your remaining prototypes, and then we have to have a quality check. Then ChatGPT summarizes it for us. Now we're gonna move on to our sales channel. We're gonna choose one effective sales channel for, let's say we all are in Washington, D.C., so we're gonna say for Washington, D.C., and we're gonna take the product idea, we're gonna put in Bayou Bliss Organic Cajun Mix. So choose one effective sales channel for Washington, D.C. for Bayou Bliss Organic Cajun Mix. Be specific by listing the names of local, you see here, now we're getting to the local part, of local businesses and social media influencers and online retailers that might be interested in carrying our product. We need 5 of each. You see, what I'm trying to get you guys to see is how specific we're being with ChatGPT. Here's the thing, no robot, no computer, no AI technology. You are not in control of my business and you're not just gonna spit anything out to me. I'm being specific. I put in the work beforehand to come up with what I need you to generate. So it's okay sometimes for you to be generic, but when it comes to something like your business, your baby, I really want you guys to get specific and kind of hone in on what you need. Okay, so here we go. Effective sales channels for Bayou Bliss Organic Cajun Mix. There are local businesses, right? So let's say Yes Organic Market, which I love. That's a good business for this product to be in. Social media influencers in Washington, D.C., who are covering Southern cuisine, African-American culinary traditions, or who are covering the best food spots. They're food bloggers, influencers on organic products, healthy eating. It's telling me who might be interested in marketing my product and who has the fan base and the target audience that I'm trying to capture. Okay, so again, this is going back to using ChatGPT for marketing. Here are the online retailers. We love Amazon. We Buy Black, Etsy, Thrive Market, right? ChatGPT has already told us this is where you can sell your stuff. These are the folks who can help you attract the customers that you want. Now, let's create our business budget, okay? So I'm just gonna I'm taking my product idea name because ChatGPT is smart. So you just say, but you constantly, even though it's smart, you constantly want to remind it that this is what you're working on. But another thing about that, as long as you stay in this actual blog, it'll keep building on the information that you provided with. If you go to a different one, you will probably have to start over. So, okay, I'm going to copy the business budget. Here we go. Cool. There we go. So what key resources do I need to launch Bayou Bliss Organic Cajun Mix? My budget is $100. I can work my business from 9 a.m. and after 5 p.m. Create an itemized list in a table outlining the resources that I need to make this product, package it, and prepare it for sale. Here we go. Again, in 5 seconds. Here's an itemized list of the key resources you're going to need to launch this thing for $100, okay? So the ingredients, the packaging, the shipping, the marketing, online presence, and miscellaneous things, it comes up to $94. All right, we got an extra $6, guys. And then ChatGPT also provides us with a breakdown of the ingredients, of the packaging, of the shipping, marketing, everything, and then summarizes it. All right, so now we need a pricing strategy. It is time for me to create a pricing strategy. Determine how much I should charge to profit from selling 20 of the Bayou Bliss Organic Cajun Mix. So now we're saying to put this thing out in the market, 20 products. What is this going to look like? I'm going to copy this, put this over. All right. So here we go. First, let's calculate the cost per unit. With $94 in our initial batch, we made 5 jars, y'all. That's $18.80 per jar. So for 20 jars, it's going to be $376. And then ChatGPT even tells you that they're excluding the additional ingredient purchases. And it tells you what those are. Okay, now let's determine our profit margin. To determine your selling price, consider a typical markup for specialty foods. Our desired profit margin is 50 to 60%, and ChatGPT is telling us this is standard for the retail food industry and items. Your jar is going to cost $7.50. It's saying your selling price, right? Then it's saying round to $19 for simplicity. So instead of $18.75, we're going to put it on the market for $19. Our competitive pricing. Wow, look at this, y'all. So right now we're at $19. Well, guess what? McCormick, Tony Chacheran's organic competitors, they had $3.50, $5. So right now we need to bring this price down, okay? That's what I see. What I see is we need to bring it down. But now we're going to go to prompt 10, which says our goal. Remember earlier, the very first thing we told ChatGPT was we're trying to make this $100,000 business. So now we need to know from ChatGPT, what amount of Bayou Bliss Organic Cajun Mix do I have to sell to reach $100,000 in sales, charging? And guess what I'm going to do, y'all? I'm going to say we're going to change the amount. Right now it's saying $19. I personally think we need to get in, and this would take longer, but we can get ChatGPT down. But let's say if it is $19, which is way too expensive, but I think it's saying that because it's organic. So let's see. We're going to copy this. We're going to see how much we have to sell at $19. Don't be trying to sell no Cajun mix for no $19, y'all, because nobody gonna buy it. But let's see what ChatGPT comes up with to reach $100,000. Okay, so it's saying by selling 5,264 jars of your Bayou Bliss Organic Cajun Mix at $19, you would reach $100,000. It even breaks down the cost. So it's saying what you will profit after is $60,536. So I am going to pause here because I just took you through 10 prompts very quickly, just trying to show you why you should consider using ChatGPT. Even if you already have a business plan, if you were not asking these kind of questions when you came up with your initial business plan, I recommend you, using these steps. I used it for mine, and so it's just something to consider. So if anyone wants to come off mute, I have not checked the chat in a while. I know Kate's been monitoring. I don't even know how to get to the chat. One second. I'm like, how do I get to the chat from this view? Oh, stop. Okay. Here we go. There we go. Let's see. Chat. Sharon had a question. Let's see Sharon's question. Okay, so Sharon says, so AI is like another person rewording what you say or think. Sharon, yes. AI, so we might be limiting it by describing it this way, but that is definitely one of the capabilities and the capacity that, when you're saying AI, that ChatGPT has. So AI is all 5 of the 2s that we're gonna go on, but ChatGPT is the AI 2 that we just used. And yes, you can reword it, you can make it say, or you can ask it to kind of think for you to build something out. But again, it's limited, so please do your own research, and also make sure you're using your own tone when you are using ChatGPT. So let it come up with the answer for you. For example, if you write an email with ChatGPT where it's like, hey, I need you to respond to this. This is what I want you to say. That's fine. Let it write it out for you, but then make it sound like you, because if people have interacted with you in person, they will know this is ChatGPT. This is not the Sharon that I just had a FaceTime video with. You see how I talk? When I talk, I put that personal Southern twang in my emails. ChatGPT is not going to deliver that. Now, again, if I know, for example, say if I'm writing an email for my nonprofit, I might say, put it in an Oprah Winfrey tone, because that might capture, a Black Southern woman. And I'm not going to say, well, it's not going to really capture a Black Southern woman, but it's going to capture Oprah Winfrey a little bit. But again, it's, it's still, it's I don't know if it's ever going to get to the point of being able to capture you per se. So always add your own twist and take to it. Oh, I see Kate also answered. She said, my take, and I think we should get our presenter's take, is that it is a database that can search and consolidate data in a formats that are easier to work with than previous databases and searches. 100% agree. Lloyd, yes, it's coming along. Millie, yes, your mind is blown. Good. I hope that you use this moving forward. Then Belen, awesome. Are you using an upgraded version? Yes. That is 4.0, which is the most updated version. That's another thing. When you are using ChatGPT, they're constantly revamping it. Always upgrade and update so you can get the most updated and accurate information. If you're using an older version, you're not going to have the latest research or the latest developments. So there is a free version. Again, if you're just trying to get it to draft an email, you can use the free version. If you are using it for research, like what I just showed you, kind of what we went through, you're going to want to use the most up-to-date version, but you're also still going to want to do your own research on the side. Okay, so if anyone wants to come off of mute and ask any questions, this is a good time. But if not, I'm gonna go ahead and hop into the next thing that we're gonna use. And I'm jumping between screens here, so just give me a second because I gotta find the PowerPoint.
Hey, Trezell, this is Lloyd. I just want to say that was awesome. That was amazing. I loved how you went from broad to very specific and then came up with a strategy for everything. It was lovely. So I'm about to start selling $5 value products.
Yes. Yes. Don't y'all, you see ChatGPT talking about $19 now. Who, y'all, and this is what I'm talking about. Somebody might take that and just run with it. It's like, not ChatGPT. You should, I'm asking you to know the market. I know the market because I buy seasonings and I'm complaining about the $5 I got to spend. So it has to, the price has to make sense, y'all. So again, use and leverage ChatGPT, but also go to the grocery store if you're making a seasoning and see what your competitors are doing. But thank you so much for your comment, Lloyd. I appreciate it. All right, y'all. So let me, all this back and forth.
Hello, this is Baylin. I have a quick question
Yes,
before
go
I
ahead.
forget.
Uh-huh.
And thank you so much for your time. This is amazing. This is a time saver.
Yes,
Definitely need it.
Yes.
This is a overall question that I want to ask.
Okay.
Is there a wrong way to input the prompts? Is there a do not, or is there a sequence, or is there a because as I was watching the prompts, I'm always what if
Yes.
thinking. So is there a wrong way to put the prompts, like do not do this because this will happen? Or is it mainly just input your data and just build off of that, like starting with your foundation and then keep adding on to it?
Exactly. It's exactly what you just said at the end. So here's the deal. When you are using any prompt that is kind of like, if I'm giving you the prompts, I will ask that you use it specifically how I give it to you. You can add on to it, but I would say use it how I give it to you. However, when I first started doing this, I got to the same results by typing it in several different ways. There are more than one way to skin a cat to get what you need, right? So if you are deciding to use prompts that are provided for you, it's probably best that you leverage them as they are, or you can also add on to them. But if you were to change a couple words up, ChatGPT, again, it's getting smarter by the day, so you can most likely still get to the same end result. And again, guys, there are thousands of these prompts all over the internet. So I recommend you even playing around, going to Google, playing around and seeing, because some of the bigger AI companies, they create prompts. They just want to tell you how to get the best result out of it, but you don't have to use it exactly how it is if you don't want to. Make it your own, play around with it. But again, the only way to know if you're right or wrong, if you change up the prompts, is to do your due diligence, which you should be doing anyways. So
Thank you.
yeah, no problem. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go back to the PowerPoint presentation. Share. Okay, you guys, all right, I think you should be able to see that. All right, so now I'm gonna introduce Ideogram and Mid-Journey. I call it my marketing experts. These are the guys that I go to for all the graphics that I need right now, because I can't afford a graphic designer. Now, here's the deal. I think we should pay graphic designers because their work is usually better than us trying to figure it out on their own. However, if you're starting out, like we getting back to that, if you got $100, use Ideogram and Mid-Journey. You can use it for free. So what is Ideogram and Mid-Journey? These are two different AI power platforms for generating high quality artistic images and visual representations based on, again, y'all, we're using prompts for it to create visual content quickly and creatively. So how to use Ideogram and Mid-Journey for your business? Again, you can use it to create slides for your reports, pitches and meetings, eye-catching visuals for advertising, social media posts, or promotional content. I use it to make flyers for events that I have, for your branding, and again, any campaigns for your web design, product packaging. So, all right, I got really excited because that's what I'm going to show you guys. So let's work. We're going to go to Ideogram and to Mid-Journey. All right, so let's share my screen here. Yes, I think this is the right thing. Okay. All right, guys. So this here is a prompt. We're going to do it, and I'm also going to do it in ChatGPT. Now, I am not encouraging you to use this function in ChatGPT. They're working on it. But let's go ahead and make a graphic on ChatGPT. Now, here you can see I'm telling it, I want you to create a photo of, I'm gonna say for Bayou Bliss, let's say we want it to be red, okay? Bayou Bliss is red. What type of container? I want it to be a plastic container. Oh, did I just delete the word container? Oh yeah, plastic, what type? So plastic container of, I don't want to mess up the whole, yeah. We're going to say Bayou Bliss Organic Cajun Mix. Or you know what? Let's just say, we can take out the organic. We'll just say Bayou Bliss. Well, we probably should. Okay, let's just say organic. Okay. Oh, what did I just do? I'm sorry, y'all. This right here is it's not the name. This is the name. And you see, this is what I'm saying. For this sake, I like to use it exactly how it is. And the product itself, I just want to use it exactly how ChatGPT originally gave it to us. And this is right here. Right here. There we go. We're going to say this is our, we're going to say this is our Southern Spices mixes. Southern Spice mixes. All right. Cool. Southern Spice mixes. All right. Sorry about that. Copy. Let's put it. Now, ChatGPT is going to give us an image. Again, y'all, ChatGPT ain't ready to compete with Ideogram. ChatGPT is not ready to compete with Midjourney. But just for the sake of showing y'all some tools, here we go. Now it's creating a product for us, like a image of how this product can look. And it takes a couple seconds. It's loading. It's loading. There we go. Now, just like that, y'all. Now, you're going to see, again, I said it's learning. You see how it has two U's? Now, I know how to use Canva, and I don't have time to show y'all today, but I can show you how to take this on Canva, and it'll remove one of the U's for you, so you can use it still. So don't let that one extra U think that you have to throw it away, you can't use it. You can still use it. Bayou Bliss Organic Mix, Organic Cajun Mix, Southern Spice Mixes. Again, if we had time on Canva, you can change these words to make it whatever you want. But here you go. There you go, guys. That's your first graphic. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you to Ideogram. So this is how Ideogram looks. You see here, it says describe what you want to see. I'm going to take that same thing that I just put in ChatGPT. Now I'm putting it in Ideogram. And let's tell Ideogram to generate some for us. Is it doing it? Generate. Okay, here we go. So it's going to take, again, these things take a couple seconds to load. But as you can see, this is some digital art that Ideogram has created for other folks. This is just the main page. And I'll show you guys some of the stuff that I've made previously on Ideogram. And Kate and I were talking before you guys hopped on about what it does to Black people. Okay, here we go. So here's an example that Ideogram has made. Bayou Bliss Organic Cajun Mix. Y'all, this look like this could go up on a shelf up in your local Giant, all right? Here's another one. Again, these are images that you can use. You can literally copy this one. This one is almost ready. You would have to change this little piece, but you can basically copy this and put it on your Instagram page for your, for your brand. Okay, now again, I have to highlight, it is not perfect. If you notice, while this part looks nice, Bayou Bliss Organic Cajun Mix, you see, it still hasn't figured out how to make, but again, with something like Canva, you could blip that right on out. So you can blip it right on out, y'all. So y'all don't have to tell Kate y'all want me to come back so I can show y'all how to use Canva to do that. But so that's it on Ideogram. Now I'm going to take you to Midjourney, okay? Let's go to Midjourney, y'all. Oh, I had already did one. Look, this was a different one I was practicing. I had named it Dat Fire. This is Dat Fire, okay? This is a spicy gluten-free Cajun mix. So let's go ahead and put it in to make it for the one that we just did. Let's see, generate. You like the name Dat Fire? Let's see. Oh, good. Thank you so much for dropping. If you look in the chat, Kate just dropped canva.com in, which is, it's an editing tool, but Canva also can make PowerPoint presentations, graphics. They have AI that's making it for you as well. It's taking a couple minutes, y'all. Oh, okay, here we go. So this is just an image that it created for us. Bayou Bliss. Again, wording not perfect, but that's nothing that I will worry about because on Canva, you can quickly change it. So now you see from Midjourney to Ideogram to ChatGPT, we are creating marketing, and we're not paying nearly as much as people had to pay in the past. And I'm running short on time, so I gotta go. Okay, so I'm gonna stop sharing. And let's see, this is too good. I'm so excited. All right, let's go back to the PowerPoint real quick. Okay, so from the PowerPoint, we're understanding Suno. If you have not heard of Suno, y'all probably been seeing those weird things like Drake made a song where he put Tupac's voice in and all of this stuff. They're doing this with Suno, okay? So thank you, Cynthia. I appreciate it. It says, let's create a commercial and a theme song for your brand. So for the sake of time, I won't be able to do a commercial with y'all, but I'm going to do a theme song real quick. So what is Suno? It's an advanced AI platform that provides sophisticated voice synthesis and recognition capabilities. It can generate realistic and natural sounding voice outputs. It can transcribe spoken content, and it can interact with users through voice interfaces, okay? So how am I recommending that you use Suno? You can use it for customer service as well as for content creation. Now I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna take you to one of my clients' social media. Let me see here. How do we get there? This song, a version of this song, was created from using Suno. We made a commercial for him based off of videos and graphics that he's recorded over the years. We went to Suno and we took the instrumental in some of the words, and then we had a local DC artist actually create the song. So I'm gonna share that with you guys. So here we go, right here.
Play the block just like Hakeem. On Kareem, it's showtime for my team. We pull up to your town, we some block shoppers. On to another city, they will not stop us. My state is out the state. Everything that I learned, I promise that I related. Cause each one, you gotta teach one. A lot of rules, I'm dropping jewels. It's on real, how they still is not in tune. I swear, it's just something I gotta prove. I just feel alone for a home, it gotta prove. Triple car garage, backyard, it gotta pull. Giving you game, but you gotta accept it. I came about a block if nothing more is expected. Follow these moves and we all be lit. More of the stories that we all get rich. Block shoppers, the block shoppers, block shoppers. That one and that one and that one. Block shoppers.
We came to buy the block.
The block shoppers.
And that one right there. And that one right there. Okay, I think that's enough. So, but just to show you guys, a version of this was actually created through different AI tools. Again, we took it, we personalized it, we made it our own, and we made it local to the DMV. But let me take you to Suno now, so you guys can see Google Chrome, share. Okay, so Suno, here's Suno. So I already put it in, so let's just say, we're gonna say, an R&B song about building generational wealth through entrepreneurship. Wait, actually, we named our season in Bayou Bliss. Let's say an R&B song about my love for Bayou Bliss seasoning. Create. That's all you do, guys. You're prompting it. You're just putting what you want in, and then it's generating a whole song, y'all. Literally generating a whole song. So let's see what it's saying. Let's see what this comes up with. All right, we ready? Just like that. Oh, let me see. Here are the lyrics over here. Oh.
Got that flavor in my kitchen, spices dance around my dish. Buy you bliss, keep me wishing for a taste I can't resist. Sprinkle magic on my table, caging kisses on my lips. In my heart, I feel so stable with that buy you bliss eclipse. Oh, buy you bliss, oh, buy you bliss. Flavor so deep, can't help but kiss every bite a little paradise. Buy you bliss, you make me right.
All right, y'all, because look, okay. You see what I'm saying? It's this easy. So you can literally see what we did with Block Shoppers. You can take this, make it your own, get a little commercial going. Bada boop, bada bam, a bam. All right, so now for the sake of time, I'm just gonna show y'all Gamma because it's 10:53 and I want to talk to y'all. So I'm gonna just take 2 minutes to go over Gamma, okay, guys? Right, we soft launching this thing. Gamma. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm actually supposed to be going to. I'm supposed to be going to my PowerPoint slide first. Let's see. Here we go. Okay. All right. Last but certainly not least, understanding Gamma. This very PowerPoint presentation slide that you see, Gamma actually created the first version of it. I did not stick to the first version that Gamma created, but I did use some of that content to make it my own. So Gamma.app, it's a versatile platform for creating, managing, and sharing visually appealing presentations and reports with ease. Okay, the capabilities, it's meant to streamline professional presentations, automate design elements, and facilitate collaboration on visual content. Things that I use Gamma for, and I recommend you do the same: presentation creation, report generation, for collaborations, and for brand consistency to make sure everything is looking the same. So now I'm going to take you guys over to Gamma real quick so we can talk for a minute. All right, so here's Gamma. Like I said, Gamma had created my very first version of my PowerPoint. Again, I didn't stick to this, but it did come up with the content when I had input what my business is. So Gamma, Gamma, that's a whole nother thing. I'm gonna have to really prompt y'all, which I don't have time for. But to really get what you want out of Gamma, you're gonna really have to be detailed about your business. What I did do was drop in my business plan. So a lot of this that it put in came from the business plan, which again, I leveraged AI to use. So I'm going to stop here. Just because, like I said, this is very high level. I just wanted to introduce y'all to stuff. I'm not even on. I wanted to just introduce y'all to it. No, sorry. So now we've made the introduction. I'm back at my PowerPoint. Showed you guys Gamma. And that's it. All right. We got 5 minutes because I want to get back to the chat. I want to talk to y'all. But today, just to say again, we went over on a detailed level ChatGPT. We briefly touched on Ideogram, Midjourney, Suno, and Gamma. So that's a lot of resources that you probably didn't know of before that's going to cost you little to no money. You can do all of this for less than $100. Again, my name is Trezell Ragas. I'm the proud owner of Ragas Consulting. I appreciate you for spending today with me, your morning with me. And now let's take any questions. And also, this is how you can contact me. Okay? So, and I can ask Kate to get that information over to you as well. All right. There we go. I'm done, Kate.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so... Oh, let's see. Okay, so we do have some stuff in the chat over here. Ideogram is excellent. Yes, definitely. You didn't know about Canva. Canva is something. Canva is another holy grail, right? So we got ChatGPT. Canva is up there. The reason I didn't spend time talking about Canva is because it really offers so much. It really should have a lesson. We should do a session on Canva by itself. that's something I rely heavily on. A lot of people are already aware of it. There's a lot of information out about it on the internet. So please look into Canva. But if I get an opportunity, I'm happy to talk to folks offline about Canva. Yes, thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love your participation. Thank y'all for using the chat function and talking to me. You buying the seasoning? It's our seasoning. We need to put Bayou Bliss on the market. How much does it cost for these softwares? Great question, Tanya. Chat GPT, again, you can get it for free. All of these have free subscriptions, but there's a limit to how much you can use it in a day if you have the free. However, ChatGPT is $20 a month for the 4.0, the newest version. Ideogram is about $20 a month for the updated version. You can also use Ideogram for free. Midjourney, I just use the free one for Midjourney because I prefer Ideogram, but it's not going to be more than $20 a month. None of this that I showed you is going to be more than $20 a month. But again, leverage the free if you can. Only purchase it if you plan on using it frequently. But also, it's easy to just get it for 1 month, and you don't have, it's not like you have to buy a yearly subscription of it. Get it for a month if you know you're going to need it, and then you don't have to pay for it if you're not going to use it as frequently moving forward. So I hope that's helpful. That was a fire presentation. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Sharon. Okay, we use Canva on our team. Yes, exactly. And yeah, I don't know if there's a recording, Kate, but you guys talked about Canva before in one of the Dream Pitch sessions. So I remember us in Dream Pitch learning about it. Okay, yeah. And then Tanya, I'm sorry, go ahead, Kate.
Had trainings in the past too that I think are recorded.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, so if you want to know about Canva in the meantime, it sounds like there may be some recordings that you guys can use and leverage. I do have a MacBook, Tanya, and it's an old MacBook. I've had this one since 2015, but it's a MacBook Pro. Okay, are there watermarks on the images? No, there are no there are no watermarks on the images. Okay, so I think that takes us to 11 a.m., guys. Feel free, like I said, to get in contact with me. I'm going to try to put it together in an organized, structured way because, I mean, I'm hopping around, but I do want you guys to be able to leverage this. I know you're going to have the recording, but I'll use it so you can copy the prompts and I'll send it so you can copy the prompts and do this on your own for your actual businesses. It's not just for product-based businesses. You can use it for service-based as well, which is what I did. So, okay. Well, thank you guys.
Thank you, Trezell. I just wanted to say that was amazing. And I didn't know about Ideogram. That's amazing. And I heard about Sunu, but you showing me was the first instance that I saw. So, and that was great. You know, Bayou Bliss got that flavor in my kitchen.
Yes. Thank you so much, Lloyd.
Thank you. That was awesome.
Thank you, Tanya. Thanks to everyone. Thank you. And please leverage it. Let's get to work, y'all. We got some businesses. We got ideas in this room. Let's build that wealth. Let's build it. And thank you again to Kate and DSLBD. All right, I'm going to be quiet now.
Thanks, Kate.
Thank you, Trezell. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Since we're at time, I'm going to go ahead and stop our recording and end the session. But have a wonderful day and weekend, and we'll see you soon.
Okay. Thanks, guys.